Morning, everyone. 3 a.m. Mental wanderings. It's official. It's ice. It's window scraping season here in the Midwest. Fuck, I hate it here. Like, I love winter. I love snow. But I hate it in the Midwest. Because it's like growing up in the Rockies and living around like the Cascade Mountains and skiing in Canada. And like my winters, like you earned them. They were so, I don't know, like I relate having cold, awesome. Like I love being cold. I love the snow and I love winter, but I need it with the mountains. And so like it was a weird association. So without mountains and snow, it just feels like undue suffering. It's like when you can't get what you want, why do you want why are you willing to like muscle through the stuff you don't like that are the inconveniences? Like starting a truck cold in the morning or having to plug your block heater in and lay on your back in the snow to unplug it. Like those are not things anybody craves. But if it's associated with snow and mountains, it's like, fuck, it's worth it. Whereas here, it's just like geographical blue balls. Anyway, what were my thoughts today? Oh, doing shit we don't feel like doing. Like I would argue, like I'll admit I'm just not feeling it. Gym, yes. Existence, no. Not in a definitive end of life way, but just kind of like super blah this morning. And I find it, I don't know what it is that you hear all your motivational speakers and hoorah bullshit motivation videos and montages. They all are on exercise and excuse me, particularly in my life, everything, my life or my genres, it's all about like lifting weights and crushing blah. Why is that? Like, why? For people that like the gym, that's why. I know the why. It's therapeutic. It's the church. It's a place to go to drown the sound out. It's all I got. Like, I look forward to 2 hours of my day, 20 out of my 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, minus rest days. So then I don't look forward to anything on those days. But I know why I do it, and people like me do, because we enjoy it. But why is the gym? Well, it's always used as like the template for like do stuff that you don't like to. It's always used as like a translatable metaphor, or parallel, or analogy, or something when it comes to like studying or stuff that's not connected. I find I've been not guilty, but I'll use the word guilty in this case. I've been guilty of using it to people as a reference. Like, I think it's the ultimate, like, discipline begets desire. Doing something that's not ideal, it's not painless to get what you want. So I don't know how it translates to life. It used to translate to life for me. Now it's all I have is those 2 hours. Like, it used to translate to like cool Rocky motivation montage, workout. Now it's like, please Christ, I cannot wait to wake up, just get to the gym, disappear for 2 hours. Deep sigh before I leave the gym and just long for the next 22 hours to pass quickly. But yeah, I don't know, it's fascinating. I still am a huge advocate, obviously, for it. And for mental health, physical health, and like, particularly not in a bro way. And it's weird because the gym and weight training have kind of got associated and ruined by bros and roided out freak bodybuilders, or and it's just a lot of people assume it. It's like, no, the gym doesn't have to be that. And like weight training and resistance training is extremely healthy, men and women. Not just for body composition goals. Like, it's proven time and time again that resistance training is so, I risk saying, more important than cardio for like body composition changing, and everything that comes with it is better. The only thing I would say it doesn't do is exercise your heart enough, which is why I do dedicated cardio. I'll Greg Doucette. I like that he has you do. He advocates doing 150 hours a week. Whatever I do more. I do 36 minutes a day, so times 6. So just over, whatever, 180 and change. And why 36? Because there's 3 machines I tolerate that my knees can handle. And I do 12 minutes each, because 12 is the reciprocal of 21. 21 is my lucky number. How's that for OCD? Oh my God, that's one of the best things in the world is good coffee on a cold morning. Trying to do that, I guess part of this message is enjoy the simple things. But again, for some reason I associate certain things with snow and ice and winter and all that. And to have the things that are associated with it, or to not have them, it's kind of like, yeah. Anyway, today is some upper body stuff. No more of that Tuesday back. For those who want an interesting educational follow, he is in bodybuilding, but that doesn't negate his knowledge and its audience diversity who needs it. Dr. Mike Israetel. He's on like RP. Something. Renaissance periodization is his stuff online, and he's online as Dr. Mike Israel. Dr. Mike Israel, big, giant, white, smiley, bald dude. Very unique dude. But it's been nice to have him since I've come across his, I hate the fucking word content, but since I've come across his content, it's been nice and refreshing, and it's reminded me of how weight training should be. And a lot of nuance as far as science and some things that have changed, like coming across his, God, I hate the word content so much, but coming across his content has been really helpful as far as like reminding me of the basics, educating me on a lot of the science as far as 2 things that have been game changing for me as far as technique and all that. And that's been deviating from the like chest on Mondays. It means you're doing chest 4 times a month. And when I say hypertrophy, yeah, that's muscle growth, but my hypertrophy doesn't have to mean like Mr. Olympia, Arnold Schwarzenegger bullshit. It can just be the small woman that wants to just have to tone, and toning's not a thing. So that's technically muscle building, hypertrophy. So it's applicable to everybody, not just Jeff and bros. But he's been really educational as far as to get hypertrophy. Depending on the muscle group and the intensity to which you worked it, they can be trained multiple times a week without overtraining, because overtraining is the problem. And the other thing is like full range of motion, nice, calm, controlled. And for anybody's in interest, knows muscle, like the actual physiological anatomy part of how muscle is down to the cellular level. Like if you think about it, every time, and I'm kind of stealing his thunder or her Dora, piggybacking off it, he always critiques Hollywood workouts, which they are dog shit. A boring lifting weight routine is not cool to look at on Men's Health. But you'll see dudes like doing fast reps, like it doesn't give a chance for the muscle to fully engage. And there's the stretch, like there's a huge science revolution as far as the elongation is more important than the contraction and full peaked contraction state of the muscle. So the actual stretching of the muscle and then the engagement to the contraction flexion point and actually very conscious repetitions are game changing, not only for injury, but for muscle involvement, for hypertrophy, to get the most bang for your buck. And again, I don't get anything out of this. I paid for this one. I would have loved to get this thing for free, but because it is expensive, but I will find a way to pay for it. It's called the RP Hypertrophy app, and it's not an app. It's one of the people that he's one of the companies that uses the app, but it's online, which means you don't have to have your cell phone. You can have your iPad. You can have any phone that has an internet connection and a browser. So like I like that a lot actually, and it keeps track of everything. But it's basically this super designed algorithm thing that as you pick your workout template, it learns your template. You know, you're honest with, at the end of each set, you log, it'll prompt questions on how you feel, etc. And then it'll dictate your next workout based on that, adding a set, lessening the weight, increasing the weight or whatever. And it has done, since I've had it several months now. It is, I don't want to say undone, but it compensates or counters 30 years of weight training knowledge and experience, plus his channel. And when you get the app, you get all this knowledge stuff I kind of already knew, but if you didn't know, it's amazing stuff. But yeah, I'll pimp it out. I'll put it in the comments or in the description. But it's Mike Israetel's Renaissance Periodization. I think they came up with that before they realized like searchable stuff and thinking about audience, because nobody can spell Renaissance. I can't. But yeah, it's the most expensive app I own, but it is worth every penny. It is your journal. It is your coach. It is your, I hate saying AI coach, but it's a formula. It is your coach. It is your tracker. It's your note taker. It's amazing. My only hiccup is I need to not be looking at my phone. And on days I'm really tired, I get distracted even easier. So I'll be like, oh, I wonder what's going on in Zimbabwe today when I'm entering my reps. So check it out. It's awesome. It really is good. That combined, again, I buy these, so this is turning into a little OCD review, but actually I am going to OCD review both these things. But the RP Hypertrophy app and my Carbon Diet Coach from BioLane, Lane Norton, those two things are, to me, the gold standard bare minimums for anybody, from madre of 3 kids who just wants to be in shape and have coaches and not real coaches. These things, unless you have actually with the internet, you can learn a lot without needing a coach. So with the internet, previous knowledge and or expert knowledge, these two things are all you need, no matter what your goals are. Like I genuinely argue, unless you have zero experience and knowledge and no internet savvy to research and are starting from like day one virgin gym person, they should and have the quality to eliminate personal training and diet coaches or nutritionists or whatever. It just does. Anyway, I'm trying to keep this under 15 minutes. I'm at the gym. I don't want to go in with my phone. And I got nothing else to say, so that is my morning gym pondering. Hopefully it's something just entertaining and interesting for y'all, and hopefully, and also thank you. So let's get the fuck after it.